Hey guys, it's Jean-Claude, and then there were two. Well, left to right, left to right. Let's go left. I keep opening up some solid decks here lately, just not the tournament deck I'm looking for. Alright, we got Sanctum, Dis, and Shadows. Mendoza, the Often Stalking. Okay, so if there's any stalkers out there, this might be the deck for you. Yeah, I love whenever I go to like some of the websites, people are like, oh yeah, if you're a teacher, man, I got the deck for you. If you're a coal miner, I got the deck for you. Well, hell, if you're a stalker, I got the deck for you. All right, we are looking right into Shadows. Dusk Runner, upgrade. This creature gains Reap, Steel and Amber, very good card. Umbra, Skirmish, 2 power, whenever you fight, Steel and Amber. Silvertooth, 2 power, you just play ready. Okay. Last deck had 3 of these in a row, so here's 2 of them. I mean, this would be so awkward if we opened 3. Okay, but we also had Nexus, which was also in the last deck. 3 power, Elusive, whenever he reaps, you get to use an opponent's artifact as if it was yours. Oh, okay, this is a great card. Delfino Spymaster, 1 power, Elusive, Omni, choose a friendly creature. You may use that creature this turn. Great card. Special Delivery, it's an artifact. Amber, whenever you play it, sacrifice it, deal 3 damage to a flank creature. If this damage destroys that creature, you get to purge it. Always love purge effects. Evasion Sigil, interesting. Artifact, Amber, whenever you play it, before a creature fights, you discard the top card of its controller's deck. If the discarded card is of the active house, exhaust that creature with no effect. Relentless Whispers, Amber, whenever you play it, deal 2 damage to a creature. If this damage destroys that creature, steal 1 Amber. I'm just going to do something here real quick. Something a little bit different. 4. 8. This is card 9. Poison Wave. Amber, whenever you play it, deal 2 damage to a creature. This is card 10. Here's card 11. Booby Trap. Amber, whenever you play it, 4 damage to a creature that is not on the flank with the 2 damage splash. I'm going to actually set this and the next card aside, and we're going to find out at the end if we open a bait and switch. This will be something totally different. Never tried this. Let's see if I can... Let's do it this way so we can't accidentally see it, right? There we go. So we're going to set this down. Give me just a second here. Next house is Sanctum. Put that right there and we'll just set it to the side at the end. Here we go. Staunch Knight, 4 power. He gets +2 power while he's on the flank. Very good. Protectrix, 5 power. Whenever it reaps, you may fully heal a creature. If you do, that creature cannot be dealt damage for the remainder of the turn. Oh, my first Horseman deck! Okay, that's pretty cool. I mean, it's not as exciting as it used to be, but I have never opened one, so it's pretty cool to see this. All right, 5 power, Horsemen of War. Play for the remainder of the turn. Each friendly creature can be used as if it was of the active house, but it can only fight. That's a great card. Horsemen of Pestilence, 5 power. Whenever it play, fight or reap, deal 1 damage to each non-horseman creature. Cool. Horsemen of Famine. Whenever play, fight or reap, destroy the least powerful creature. Nice. These are actually really good effects. God, I've never actually had them. Alright, 5 power, Horsemen of Death. Return each horseman creature from your discard pile to your hand. Wow, that is... I mean, these are really solid. You know, you're going to see decks that's all the deck is horsemen, but this is a pretty good deck so far. And to have the horseman there just bumps it up. That's awesome. Champion NFL, 6 power, 1 armor, has taunt. Bulwark, 4 power, 2 armor. Each of his neighbors get +2 armor. A lot of creatures in here. Terms of Redress, 1 amber whenever you play it. Choose a friendly creature to capture 2 amber. Cool, amber control. Shield of Justice, amber whenever you play it. For the remainder of the turn, each friendly creature cannot be dealt damage. That's good, having a decent amount of creatures. Oh, and 1 stood against many. Cool. 1 amber whenever you play it. Ready and fight with a friendly creature 3 times, each time against a different enemy creature. Resolve those fights 1 at a time. This is going to be great if we find a card that allows us to protect our creatures. There's, well, we're too late for the artifact that will do it. But I'm pretty sure there's an action that will prevent our creature from taking damage. Let's see. Cleansing Wave. Oh, wow. Okay, hold on. Let's tell you what this is first. Heal 1 damage from each creature. Gain 1 amber for each creature healed this way. Oh, wait, what's this say? Huh? Horsemen of Pestilence. Deal 1 damage to each non-horseman creature. Don't mind if I do. So, this is a beautiful thing because whether this guy's already out and we fight or reap with him and get that effect to spread out all that damage, or he's in your hand at the same time and then you play him and then do this, that could be a lot of amber. I'm very interested to see how often that plays out that way. Very nice. Oh, and that's also the last card for Sanctum. Now we're on to Dis. Succubus, 3 power during their draw card step. Your opponent refills their hand to 1 less card. Very good. Wow, 2 of those. Cool. 3 Succubus. Very nice. And an Ember Imp. Ooh, okay. This deck does have... I'll tell you what. I'm going to be really interested in this deck if it just so happens we find a Poltergeist in here as well, because that'll be our second Amber control, which is really important to me, at least for this tournament. Alright, Ember Imp, 2 power. Your opponent cannot play more than 2 cards each turn. Why am I excited when I see that? Because this kind of stunts and slows down the library access decks. Dust Imp, nice. 2 power. When he's destroyed, gain 2 Amber. Wow, 3 Fates. Fantastic control. 1 Amber. Whenever you play it, destroy the 3 most powerful creatures. Obviously, you want to play this card when it's going to hurt your opponent more than it hurts you. Hand of Dis, destroy a creature that is not on the flank. Gongoozle. Amber, whenever you play it, deal 3 damage to a creature. If it's not destroyed, its owner discards a random card from their hand. And a Gateway to Dis. Wow, destroy each creature, gain 3 chains. Cool. Dance of Doom. Wow, this is really good removal in Dis. It's all sort of situational besides the Gateway, but this is... I love Dance of Doom. Choose a number. Destroy each creature with power equal to that number. Control the Weak. Amber, whenever you play it, choose a house on your opponent's identity card. Your opponent must choose that house as their active house in the next turn. I just realized I think we're down to the last card here. And the only card I can remember opening up after Control of the Weak is Arise. I think I'd be pretty pleased with that, especially with our Sanctum package. It's probably another Control of the Weak, though. And it's Arise. Awesome. Alright, so you choose a house, return each creature from that house from your discard pile to your hand. Gain 1 chain. Alright, I said I was going to do this at the end. There's no way this is a bait and switch. If it is, I'm really going to have to re-examine this deck off camera. Ah! 2 booby traps. But this is actually, it's really good, man. That is very good. There's quite a bit of amber. Let's see here. So Arise, with this removal, that's pretty strong. We have only 5 discs. Yeah, 5 disc creatures. I really like that Cleansing Wave with the Horsemen of Pestilence. When again, stood against many. Don't have too many good combos for that. 8 Sanctum creatures to return with that 1 Arise. That's pretty good. And considering that this guy returns them again anyway, we could literally return all of these Horsemen to our hand. Keep this, return all the Sanctum to our hand. Keep this guy in our hand. And be able to play out all these guys, get these effects, and then still have another little mini Arise just for our Horsemen on a future turn. After that one. That's pretty hot. Do like that. Decent amount of damage. Not that much steel inside of... Oh, I just realized. See, that Horseman's pretty bad with that. Did we have another 1 power dude? Let's see here. Oh, God, Evasion Sigil. I mean, I guess if we're just going to only reap with the Horsemen and reap with all these different guys, we may have a bunch of big creatures, actually. So, that's not too bad. Yeah, really, I mean, what's the effects here? Destroy the least powerful creature. 1 damage. This was remainder. Okay, you can use it, but only to fight. So he loses a little bit of value with the Evasion Sigil. Yeah, this deck isn't bad at all. I mean, it's pretty pumped about those guys, obviously. But this is, yeah, I mean, it has some cool tricks. It does have some great cards. I mean, Succubus plus Ember Imps. I mean, just weird little control moves. Control the Weak on top of that. Good removal. Very good removal. 1 artifact sort of control. I really like this deck. It's going to be... I'm going to punch this in. I'm going to see what the numbers are. I'm going to see how this gets rated. I think it's going to be pretty low in the big numbers most people look for, which is how much amber it just generates and its amber control. I feel like we had basically no amber control. What, we had like 2 steel? I mean, that's really, really low for a deck that has shadows. But, like I said, the board presence on this deck, that Sanctum combined with that Arise is really good. So, yeah, I honestly don't know how to rate this deck. It has a lot of great elements, a lot of things I look for in decks. The problem is that it's really light on some of the more powerful things. But then again, I also don't know how to judge it because of these guys. never actually got to play with them. That's a cool thing about card games. You know, just because you see other people play cards doesn't mean that that's like the best way to play them, or maybe they might be playing them wrong in other ways. So sometimes you really have to play with these things on your own just to see how good it is. And the unique thing about Keyforge is, well, whenever I play these, I'm the only one playing it in this exact configuration. So I do want to thank you guys for watching this video, and please join me tomorrow as we continue our journey to find an amazing Keyforge deck. I'll see you next time.